Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. I've got my nephew Ethan with me here today. He just drove cross country with me, so we are finally on Chickamauga and we're headed out fishing. It's hot, it's the middle of summer. Let's go see if we can find a midday topwater bite in Tennessee. One of the biggest misconceptions that anglers make is they believe that their part of the country or their lake is different than all of the others. And while there are exceptions to the rule, there are those one-off fisheries. They're incredibly rare. For the most part, what works in one lake works in another, works in another. So what we're gonna do today is take the pattern that we left behind in California and see if it will run in Tennessee. And I suspect that it will. So we just tied on a bunch of different topwaters. Hopefully we run into busting fish. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We're just gonna get up shallow. We don't know enough specifics about this lake to actually go out and run some sort of a pattern per se right off the bat. But what we're gonna do is pull up on some likely areas, find some shallow grass flats, start fishing the edges of grass, that outer edge stuff, just like we left behind on Clearlake, and see if it'll work here. Let's get to it. There's fish busting up here ahead of the boat. I'm not sure we can get there in time, but we're gonna try. Got him. Throw out there in case there's more. It's a little guy, but he's a start. Little one. He's on this Teckle blade waker. This got an honorable mention in our last gear review video, but we didn't actually talk about it in the video. It was down in the comments or in the description. Online it looks like another attempt at a weird chatterbait knockoff. It's not what it is at all. It's a topwater bait. Actually runs much like a buzzbait, but with a completely different sound. That's enough talking. I'm gonna get back to fishing. Hopefully we can get some more. Hopefully that was a start, but it's pretty cool to catch topwater fish thousands of miles from where we left off. Foot of water. Oh, you can see it. Did you? Oh, nice job. Good work, man. Yeah, you got him. Nice. Oh, look, good. All right, you get him. Don't worry about me. All right. He was in the school. Come on, fish. Ooh. All right, I need to follow me. Oh, nice one. See that? Yeah. I'm on the other side of the lake. Oh, nice! Good job. What was that on? Popper. On a popper? Nice. Yeah. He killed that thing. Yeah. He's gonna go crazy in the boat when he finally gets to stop. Good job. And the popper. Good fish. Right on that outside edge. Nice. Just force him out of there. He's got you down in the grass, man. Pull hard. Pull hard. Hopefully he's just got a face full of grass so he's stalled out. Hopefully he's right in the middle of that blob. It's looking like it. Well, is he in there? Pull the whole mess in. He's not? He came off. So we're not catching the biggest fish in the lake or anything right now, but we are catching fish. And it's just awesome to come this far, you know, thousands of miles, set down on a lake that we know very little about. I mean, we've been here a few times, obviously. We decided to move here, but we've never been here this time of year. So just to sit down on this lake, run the same pattern that we would run back on Clearlake. Now we're throwing a little bit different baits because the grass is a little bit different. It's not as thick. So I've got a frog tied on, but I haven't had to throw the frog at him. Almost caught a blue heron out there. But it's awesome that it works everywhere. Now, some of these fish are coming up, busting, and we're really not getting them on top. So I think I'm gonna cut off one of my baits, put a Keitech on there or something like that, and see if we can get a few more bites. But so far so good. And basically what we're running here is fish on the edge of grass flats. So parts of the lake are deep, some of them are steep, some of them are big flats with grass on them. We're right where the grass meets hard bottom. It's a little highway, and that's what those fish seem to be keying on, at least the ones we're catching. Let's keep going. Missed them. Very. Oh, mine was. He just stopped it. Got him? Yep. Nice. Good job, man. We'll take him. We dropped down subsurface, immediately started getting bit. I'm throwing a Keitech, Ethan's throwing a jackhammer. It's a really, really subtle bite, which might explain why so few of them were coming up to the top. But they're eating. Oh, a little spot. Skinny. He's emaciated. That guy needs to eat. My goodness. Ate a Keitech. It's such a subtle bite. We've missed 4 or 5, or they're just sort of bumping at it. So I went to the tactical finesse head so I could go to lighter line, but still a 4.8 Keitech, still a full profile. Got one. There we go. Wow, that was subtle. Oh, that's a good one. That'll work. That's the kind of fish I was hoping to see. Again, extremely subtle. but he choked it. That'll do. Look at that, all the way down in there. Nice fish. Awesome. We've got a bunch of fish. In fact, let me show you guys. We've got a bunch of fish under the boat here. So this is where we're sitting. Red is really shallow. Blue is a little bit deeper, green is deeper. So we're sitting right on the point. Let me back this graph up. That was a whole school of bass right underneath the boat. That's what we're looking for. Now, we don't have any baits tied on that we could drop straight down on them. So I'm gonna quick tie a little flutter spoon on, turn the boat around, see if we can get any of these fish to eat. We've been catching them the way we would have caught them back on our home waters before. Now let's try and mix it up a little bit, see if we can adapt to what we're seeing on the electronics and get some more fish. Yo, jeez. It came off. Oh, what was that? That almost had to be a drum or a striper or something. Wow. That was almost too much to be a bass. Whew. All right, we tried to get them on the flutter spoon, the tail spinner. That just wasn't there. So we're switching back over to the smaller swim baits. We might go back to topwater. You can see that sun's starting to get lower and cloud cover's starting to come in. So we're gonna get low light early. Maybe we can get one more on top, we'll see. All in all, it's been fun, but let's see if we can catch a few more before we wrap it up. I'll take him. I actually ran out of Keitechs, but I had some rage swimmers. Got him on the rage swimmer. It's crazy. Moving is not an overnight process. So we're here, but we've been unpacking and going to the hardware store and going to the hardware store again and again. Half of my tackle's not even unpacked yet. So we're just grabbing things that we think are gonna work. Haven't even got to any of my ledge stuff yet. It's a process, but that rage swimmer got him. Getting dark quick. Oh, he came off. Oh. Just bad luck. One hook went into the frog. Every once in a while that happens. That was a good one. 3.5 pounder. Came right off one of those dock pilings to eat it. We'll get the next one. I think that's the way we end it right there. Doubled up on frogfish. That'll work. All right, guys, we're gonna end it on that one right there. Can't beat a double up right at the end of the day, especially on the frog. You know, we didn't catch the biggest fish in the lake today. Of course, that's not gonna happen on day one, but it was really good to get out here, run familiar patterns. I mean, throwing the little Allen, here we are, 2,000 miles away. A bass is a bass, you've gotta remember that. Just go out there and fish with confidence. We'll link all the gear down in the video description like we always do, but it's fun to be out here on a new home lake. We'll get it figured out and we'll bring you along while we do it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.